What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Pancis. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash that subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. We are back at it today with my 2011 Saab 9.5. If you guys watched the video from the last time, we started to update and upgrade the interior with a new radio, the Android PX5. This one was a generation number 10. It's the latest Android technology that's out there in the PX5 unit. It is a plug and play on this car, and as you guys witnessed in that video, we hooked up the reverse camera, power steering controls were working, and everything was coming together really nicely. And I left you off because I was waiting on some more components to come in. So in today's video, I'm really hoping to wrap this up in two parts. It's pretty straightforward job. There's somebody out there that's done a really in-depth video on the PX5, so you guys can just Google Saab 9.5 PX5. You'll find it. There's like 3 or 4 parts, but I'm just giving you my version since this is like a later updated model, which had changed from that video, so things were a little different. So let me just show you where I'm at with it and give you some updates, because I did some work this week off camera, because some of it's just kind of whatever worked. I don't really need to show you, but I can explain it to you. All right, so for starters, obviously everything is out here, but underneath here, I wired a USB cable here to the side. It's right here where my finger is, and I took off this carpet here and some of the plastic paneling. There's some screws back here. You just move the seat forward, pops off the plastic, and then what I did was I simply just drilled a hole on the side right where my finger is, and put the wire through, fished it around and up and over, attached to the side or to the back side of the radio. Pretty straightforward, guys, really pretty straightforward stuff. And then the other thing that I did, and I don't know where it is, where's the radio? Where did I leave that thing? Hold on. All right, so here's the radio. And if you guys remember, the radio comes with this reset microphone button and this SD card reader. So what I had done was I did off camera was I soldered extension wires onto this, because I'm gonna hide this behind the carpet where if I need it I can access it, but it's not gonna be behind the plastic, so at least I don't have to ever remove the paneling again, right? And then the SD card, I bought this extension thing, all right, and this is gonna be cool because I can just use a bigger SD reader instead of the small micro one, and that plugged in here. I glued it so it doesn't come undone, and then this I'll just kind of wrap around in the interior where I can access it pretty nicely. It'll be a clean fit. So those were the things that I did off camera. Obviously everything else is intact behind here, and those are the 3 things that I did throughout the week here off camera. And I cut this plastic piece off of the original mounting kit, so at least it has a home. Some people actually have mounted it to the back of here, but I didn't want to do any drilling on the stock OEM piece here, so I left it intact here, and I'll just, like I said, hide it. At least we'll have a reset button if we need to reset the unit, hardwire, hard reset. So yeah, that's the update for you there. Now, the next step, which is where I'm kind of a little perplexed here, you guys can see I was poking around with the hood open, is I bought a camera for the front. We're going to have a front mounting camera on here, and I'm going to wire it into the power of the fog lights. The only reason why I'm putting it to the fog lights is because when you pull into the garage, the automatic lights turn on, which then turns on the fog lights, which then will turn on the camera, which then will activate on the screen, which I think either it's going to actually activate, or I just manually turn it on the screen. So the reason why we're doing that is because we park in the garage a lot, and since this is a large car and we have a smaller garage at my house, that front camera will help everybody, including myself and Melanie, driving the car into the garage and parking it properly. So that being said, where I'm perplexed, obviously we're going to hardwire it into the factory harness on the fog light, very easy. But what I'm working on now is trying to figure out an area on the car where I can access the cabin into, you know, fish the wire, the RCA wire, whatever you call it, into the cabin, to the radio. Pretty straightforward once I can figure it out, but I haven't figured it out yet. So I think I'm going to take apart the interior. I'm going to take apart the interior here on the glove compartment and see if there's anything there. Because if I look underneath the cowl, I know that there's the air box there for the cabin filtration system. What do you call it? The HVAC system. And obviously there's some harnesses that already run through here, right where my finger is going. So those are a couple little points that I was looking at. But before I take apart the windshield wipers, I was going to take apart the interior to see if that theory is correct. So keep you guys updated. Nobody's actually done a video on this car with this kind of an update with the front mount camera. So I mean, the worst case scenario is I can run it around, but I just don't want wires being shown. So we want this, you know, as factory OEM as possible. So that's the updates for you guys on this install. I'm gonna get into this off camera and figure it out as I go, because it's a lot of wasted time, and then I'll keep you guys informed here. All right, guys, we figured out a game plan here. Pretty sure. I removed this cover right here, which gives access to this hole, which is actually access to the wiring for the door. So now I need to figure out a game plan here to get the wire fished through. But at least I can fish it down behind some of this padding inside here, and it will get covered, which is what we want. So just a little bit of an idea. I think it's gonna work. So I'm gonna work on it off camera, keep you guys updated. All right, guys, the theory worked. We have it in, and we have it in the cabin. Where are we here? There it is. Got the other side in. Now we're just gonna button this up. I have poked a hole in the top right corner here, so it's out of the way. And once that front little piece gets through, the wire here is thin enough that I think that bracket will go back in its original position, which I'm gonna do right now, and then reattach this door harness and seal it up. Pretty straightforward. Sometimes when you walk away from a job and come back, you get a fresh idea. Bam. All right, guys, we got an update for you. Man, it's like we're so close, but yet kind of far. But I buttoned up the passenger side again. Everything's back in touch. Harness is connected over there. Got the front cam hooked up here. Now I just got to work up on the front before I put this all together to make sure it is working properly. So I'm going to do that now and then give you guys an update. All right, guys, we got that under panel undone. I fished the wire down where my flashlight is showing right here. And I'm actually going to remove this bolt here on the headlight just to get the rest of that wire tucked completely hidden. Again, we're not gonna have anything really showing, you know, here and there a little bit like you see there, but maybe I'm not done with it. So yeah, that's the update for you here. Pretty straightforward job. It just takes a little patience organizing everything. Hold on a second. We got some good news, guys. I tapped this into the wire exactly the way I told you I was going to do it. And obviously we got power. We tapped it into that fog light, so now I just got to tidy up those wires and zip tie them to the side so they don't move around. The other thing that I did, just so you guys can know, is I put some heat shrink on the wires, and I'm going to probably heat shrink here as well, because just to make sure that this is completely waterproof for a long time. So I'll zip tie this up somewhere over here, and there's my tap. All the taps should be good. And yeah, little update for you guys. Pretty awesome. All right, guys, here is our test. There's our front camera mount. I am able to go into it, and if I turn off the fog lights here, it turns back off. Very, very cool. So if I turn the fog lights on, it kicks on, and then obviously we have different camera settings. I'm learning this, but that's, I guess. So freaking cool, guys. awesome. So everything is working. I'm not gonna oh, I can do reverse. Here's our reverse. Alright, and then obviously you hit the front camera, and there's your front camera. Freaking awesome, guys. Freaking awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead now, just assemble this car and call it a day. Job done. It's crazy awesome. All right, guys, the final fitting here, which is this boot. Okay, all the electronics are working again. That's there. All right. Here it goes. Everything's working. Pretty freaking sweet, guys. Hell yeah. Just gotta tidy this up and we're done. Alright, guys, so that is a wrap on this video. What a success. We are pretty much done with this interior. We got a new steering wheel that I'm still waiting on, so when that comes in, we'll do a quick update for you on that. But we got our reverse gear, camera working there. And of course, as I showed you earlier, if I go to the home screen here, I hit the front cam and I turn on my fog lights. There is my front camera. So it is working properly, which is freaking awesome, guys. It's just so cool. There's my reverse, front. It's freaking set. Absolutely set. And then to go home, you just go home. It's awesome, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, since we're still kind of hanging out here, just give me 1 second. I want to test my USB connection. Never did that yet. Let's see. Alright, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. This was probably the best upgrade you can give this car if you have a green screen radio from the factory. It also is a good upgrade if you have the factory OEM navigation system, because now you have like Android and updated software to latest tech, like, you know, Android Auto, screen sharing, Google Maps, all that fun stuff. So you don't have to use the OEM factory GPS system that could be outdated. So pretty awesome system here. Everything is functioning as proper. I didn't damage any equipment, thankfully, installing and uninstalling the dashboard in terms of scratching. So it's pretty freaking sweet, guys. I mean, a little bit time consuming, but very, very basic work. So as long as you got the time, you can go ahead and knock it all out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.